you may have noticed this last week, I dramatically cut down on, if not tried to outright eliminate, any kind of outright talking about money, asking for anything on my streams. The reason being, there's two main reasons, okay? Number one is because you guys essentially have been telling me recently you're tired of it. You're like, Phil, we get it. You know, you need support. We support when we can. You talk about it too much. It's annoying. But in addition, if you haven't noticed recently, there's a lot of high-profile YouTubers who make things like countdowns and shit like that. And when they say stuff, or you know, I just talked about it over a week ago. It was Moist Critical, who on his stream was like, you know, seems like Phil's whole thing that he's about is just constantly asking his contributors for more contributions. And that hits home, because that's not what I'm about. And you guys know that if you're actually here to enjoy the content. You know the content is because I love gaming. It's because this has been my lifelong hobby. I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I was able to monetize anything, nor did I try to make it my living. I fell into this as a, you know, mistake, basically. When I lost my office job, I was like, well, I need something. Hopefully this works. And then it ended up working. I absolutely understand that people don't like hearing about it, nor do I like talking about it. As I said, it's the last thing I want to do on a stream. But that is my life where, you know, it is my livelihood is what I make on a stream. And there's been weeks recently where things have been slower. Let's be honest, it's probably because it was no new releases or nothing really of note going on. And it is what it is. But I actively tried in this last week to try to not do it. And I know that I didn't 100% get there, but I tried my best. In reality, I don't think I've seen many people complain this week about it, which is a good thing. So now, of course, immediately the opposite happens, right? So what happens when the one thing that the people who always shit on Phil say is the thing that they shit on him for, what happens when that doesn't happen on Phil's streams? The next thing, it's called moving the goalpost. So here's the next thing that happened. You ready? I'm not even kidding you. Well, let's see. Phil didn't really e-beg this week at all, right? At all. So now, anytime that he mentions any detractor or anything negative at all, that's what we're going to make fun of him for. Okay? So then it was the other day, and someone actually gave me advice and said, you should just ignore, if you get a troll tip about drama or whatever, and if it's one of these troll bait tips where they're asking you about known detractor memes and shit like that, you should just ignore it completely. Don't give them the bait. To which I said, okay, that makes sense. In some cases, like I answered the question about review tech, that was fine. That was an honest answer. But outside of that, if people are going to bring up these dumb memes and shit about me, you're absolutely right. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to completely ignore it and not bring it up, because why entertain the nonsense that I know is not true? There's just no point in doing it anymore. In fact, the people who are here to enjoy my content and relax with me and have a good time with games don't care about the detractor shit, right? They wouldn't be here if that were the case. They'd be watching a restream, right? So you're right. So that was great advice.
Big ups, Winchester.
Take that advice, and we're going to cut back on that now too. So what's the next thing then? Here it is, because here's how funny it is. Oh, this is great, because this was all according to our plans. Because if Phil stops e-begging, and if Phil doesn't bring up detractor drama, that means people will stop talking about him. And that means that he will actually lose attention on the internet and fade into obscurity and completely fail as a businessman, and he'll be gone. I'm not kidding you. I'm literally not kidding you. This is what they said next. This is their, again, the moving of the goalpost. So first it was, he e-begs too much. Okay, that's done. He's not doing that anymore. Oh, he brings up the tractor shit too much. He takes the bait. Okay, he's not doing that anymore. Oh, good. Now he'll fade into obscurity.
What?
That's what I mean. Like, it just never ends. Here, the truth is what I've said.
You're right. It never ends, dude. You're still begging.
Summary here.
You're still begging.
I am perfectly happy to have the audience that I have. All right, the positive audience.
What is this from? This is
the level of people and interaction that I have coming to my streams, who have a good time with me, who chill with me, who enjoy games for what they are, right? And I really, really like the fact that on my stream, because of the size they are,
last November. This is from last November.
Personal interactions and conversations. We can have a good time together. We can have
like mid-November,
rather than me just dicking around in a game and flubbing through it and you laughing. We could actually have something more than that.
The king is never down.
You told me over the last several years
right.
that since my streams have changed and the type they are, they really enjoyed them. That in a day when
they've been clowning him since day one, dude.
Stream of mine can put a smile on their face. They can come to a live.
What's up, G-Man?
Conversation with me. They feel better. That is meaningful to them. Okay. And I appreciate people saying that, because that makes me feel like I'm doing something better than just being some dick on the internet right? I'm actually doing something meaningful because I've changed myself for the better, all right? I have no aspirations to be a ginormous content creator.
Big ups, Christopher.
I don't think I will ever have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I don't think I'm ever going to have streams that are going to have 1,000 viewers anymore. I don't aspire for any of that.
Last November.
If I can stay at the level I'm at and maybe slowly grow over time, right, at a reasonable pace, and at least have an audience that likes
last November, so really not that old.
The gamer that I am, I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm not looking for anything bigger than that. Because what's funny is when these people say, "Oh, he'll fade into obscurity." No. What'll happen is I will fade out of the public eye of drama. I will still have a viewer base.
It doesn't matter what clips you watch. The story, never changes. So,
but we won't have the negative element coming in from the outside anymore to troll on me. The truth is that negative element does not help me. It does not. It doesn't. They think it does because they want to feel more self-important and aggrandized. They're not. They have not helped me in anything in life. All they've done is held me down. Why do you think I can't get sponsorship opportunities and things like that? Because of them. If I was no longer in the public eye of the trolls and I was able to do normal things that people of my size and magnitude can do, I'd be way more successful than I am right now. I'd be able to grow. I'd actually be able to get things that would help me behind the scenes. Why do you think there have been weeks that I have to basically beg my audience for support? Because I don't get the opportunities other content creators do because of that troll element. If that troll element left because, oh, he's not begging anymore, oh, he's not mentioning us anymore, I would actually be normal, like a normal content creator. I'd be able to have people, can you believe this? Retweet, fave, and respond to tweets I put out without fear of being harassed online by a mob of idiots. Can you imagine that? That's what normal people can do. I'm not kidding you. Normal content creators get to do that. I don't. I'm very different than most content creators because of the level of harassment I get. And people don't, in a lot of cases, don't realize how different I have to be from other content creators, which is a shame, But in their minds, oh, if we just stopped bothering Phil, he'd fade into obscurity. No, I'd be healthy. I'd be free from you, the toxic cloud of shit, the turd cloud that follows me around the internet. If I'm gone, if that's gone, I get to be normal, like other content creators, which I don't get to be because of you. So you have to understand you're the thing holding me back, not me. I've improved. I've done as much as I can to be positive and change my content for the better, and everyone recognizes it. All I need to do is get rid of the hemorrhoids on my ass.
What did I do, Phil?
So,
I didn't do nothing.
Whenever you're ready to go, please, by all means, go. Let's do a challenge. Leave me alone for a year and watch how things get better around here. Because you're the toxicity, not me. I'm done being toxic. I don't want to be toxic. I don't want to be talking about negativity. I don't want to be talking about money. I just want to be me and
so stop, bro.
My audience.
Just stop.
And that will be successful if you leave me the fuck alone. But isn't it funny that every time that I get a chance at some kind of improvement or redemption or something going better, they interject themselves to try to fuck my life over again and again and again, right?
Phil, just stop, dude. It's time to stop.
I mean it too. To any of them out there, I outright am challenging you. Leave me alone for 1 year starting today. Starting today, November 9th, 2022. Don't restream me. Don't steal my content. Don't make edited, slanderous, lying content. Don't do any of it. Leave me alone for 1 year. Come back on November 9th, 2023, and I guarantee you, things would be so much better around here without you.
Okay.
You understand that you're the toxic element, not me. Because I love my stuff. I love my viewers. We have a great time together. But they won't do that. I've already challenged. Remember, years ago I challenged Tevin and stuff to do it. They'll never do it. Because this is how they make their living. This is how they fucking get off with any kind of attention on the internet. It's because of me. So, anyway. Is something up? There's a lot of $8 tips with no messages attached. There's another one. I'll play the animation. Thank you. And now there's a third one. And this one has no message attached. Wait a minute. Now, since 3 identical ones came in, let me confirm that they actually came through and this isn't some kind of a weird email glitch. All right. Hold on a second here.
Yo, big ups, Fred Hammer. I don't know why his mouth moves like that.
No, I can confirm all 3 of them came through. I don't know. There's 3 $8 tips with no messages attached to them. And they all just came through, and I don't know why there's no messages attached. It's very confusing. But thank you, whoever this was, who did 3 $8 tips. I mean, it got us up to $48 in tips, which is a great start. Thank you for that. But yeah, I scratched my head. Okay, and listen to this one. An $8 tip came through with a question. For the Magic 8 Ball, can I ask a question? Magic 8 Ball, can the person who keeps tipping $8 ask a question? Pretty hazy. Try again. All right. Magic 8 Ball, can the person who keeps tipping $8 ask you a question? Outlook good. There you go. So whoever this is, thank you so much for these many tips that have come in. All these $8 tips. We do yet another one. That's 4, right? So with that, we actually are going to hit the Gunner Glasses goal.
Hey, Phil. Funny to mess around with Phil Burnell, right? Oh, it's real funny to do these horrible things to him because it's just a joke. No, it's not a joke. It's my life.
Not Phil Burnell, Shill Burnell.
Shill Burnell.
The reason we do it is because Phil begs. Wrong. The reason they do it is because they want to see me suffer.
That's right.
Why did Detractors say you're a pig roach? You don't look like a pig or a roach. I don't know. I don't know what that means. That's one of their memes. I don't actually know what it means at all. Piggy Smalls tipped me $1, says, own the pig meme like others. Pigs rise up. Oh my god, here we go again. Another stupid meme. Another stupid meme that means nothing.